Anambra State has poverty rate declined from 53% under Peter Obi. Anambra State has poverty rate declined from 53% under Peter Obi.
There has been accusations and counter-accusations about the money he left in Anambra State, exchanged naira to dollar, about $155 million.
So guys, not only did the GDP of Anambra State grew under the leadership of Peter Obi as the then governor, Peter Obi went ahead to save money that was meant for the state. So guys, this is one of the videos trending on the social media when Governor Alex Otti confirmed Peter Obi saving money for Anambra State, because so many people keep asking, what did he do for Anambra? What did Peter Obi did in Anambra?
There has been accusations and counter-accusations about the money he left in Anambra State. And as a participant at that time in 2013, 2014, I would like to again restate that Peter Obi actually left the money he said he left. And I had documented it in my back page article that I wrote some 2 years ago on the 8th of June, 2020. I happened to be the CEO of Diamond Bank at that time, and he came to my office. He wanted to leave the money in cash, and we said, no. We strategized and said, we'll invest the money in Eurobonds. I personally helped him exchange naira to dollar, about $155 million, which were invested in the tier 2 capital of some of the banks, and then in some Eurobonds. Some of them have maturities up to 2023. So some of the monies have not matured.
Like we know that Peter Obi has always been, in that limelight of receiving awards in Nigeria. And we heard from the governor that took over after Peter Obi, that is Governor Obiano, who came out to tell Nigerians that the airport he built in Anambra State, the source of the money that was used to finance that airport, was gotten from the savings Peter Obi made for Anambra State. That alone was a big plus for Peter Obi. And we also saw Governor Soludo, who came out during the campaign to confirm and said Peter Obi did exceedingly well in Anambra State. Take a look at this.
Obiano's government, Peter Obi, by the way, implemented the APGA manifesto and did well, because he referenced Peter Obi. Peter Obi relatively did well. He did the roles as an APGA governor, implementing APGA manifesto. And you're saying, things are in the economy. Let me tell you, for the records, Anambra State has the lowest unemployment of any state in Nigeria at 13%. National Bureau of Statistics, not Anambra State numbers. Anambra State has poverty rate declined from 53% under Peter Obi to 14.78 as at last year. National Bureau of Statistics.
It is also shocking that this same Soludo, after he has won the governorship position in Anambra State, now turn around to start haunting Peter Obi. He came out to say Peter Obi is not qualified, that Peter Obi cannot win the election, and even came out to criticize the money that Peter Obi left and saved for Anambra people. He said Peter Obi wouldn't have saved money, that he would have saved the people, not saving money. Nigerians, this is what we are saying. And even up to today, we know that the only response Peter Obi gave to Soludo was that, oh, my brother, I did my best as a trader. You, who is the professor, we are looking forward to seeing what your professorship is going to give to the people of Anambra. You can do better than I did. Until today, Nigerians are yet to come to terms with what Soludo has really achieved, and now, his first tenure is already splitted into two.
About it. If anybody see you, you write a paper, I've done this road. Go to the road. I built a university from the scratch. It's in Ibrahim. I built a teaching hospital from the scratch. It's in Oka, the fastest one. So let people say where they did it. Don't tell us in pages of newspaper. Don't give us awards. We want to know If you say we want to export rice, let's eat the rice first. Let's have it. You can be the change. Stop celebrating criminality.
Secondary level, over 200 public secondary schools in Anambra State will undergo rehabilitation. This assurance is coming from the State Governor, Peter Obi, while presenting an initial check of 10 million naira to one of the benefiting schools in the state. Governor Obi insists that his government is committed to rebuilding educational institutions in order to enable the children compete favorably with other peers in other parts of the country.
Over 2,000 students in population with inadequate classrooms, the Eastern Academy Girls Secondary School, Onitsha, paints the true picture of the state of public schools in Anambra State. Moving from one classroom to another, Governor Peter Obi inspects facilities in the school, obviously not happy with what he is seeing. Appalled by this discouraging sight, Governor Obi presents a check of 10 million naira to the school for infrastructure upgrade and rehabilitation.
10 million naira. Our public schools are important to us. We want to rebuild all the public schools. I've been to all the classrooms this morning, seen the conditions in which our students go to school, and I disagree with it. And I assure you that we must do something to ensure that that situation is reversed.
The school is the first beneficiary of the project, and Governor B warns against the misuse of funds.
Wherever we find that there is a mismanagement of one community, we will ensure that the due process of the law by prosecuting the principal of that school and ensuring that, if possible, is jailed.
I promise that we're going to use this money judiciously, so that he will also use us as example, as he has been using the mission school. And we thank him very much, and we pray that God will continue to guide and protect him, even as he keeps on doing good.
To do something and shine. 400 days in office, you tarred roads and all that. Don't insult us. That's not development, that's infrastructure. The quality of the human person is what defines the state. So it's not impossible. This can be done. I'll cite two examples. One was when Peter was governor, there was this, we were 1 a.m. He said, okay, come and see how much I've saved today. Because when he gets a file, he will check the unit cost, check the total. Check the unit cost. If it's too high, he will call people in the market. So they realize that they will give him the correct unit cost, knowing he verifies, and then give a wrong total. He will also check that. After calculating, maybe you put about 14.7 million, he finds out it's 9.3. He will write 9.3, approved. He say, look, why don't you disincentivize this thing? Some of them can be arrested. He said, no. See, if you want to sleep and there are too many rats in your house, you know it's the fish they want. Don't use a wooden basket, use the metal thing. Once you're sure they won't take your fish, sleep. So a leader must have the capacity to
and the federal government together despite political party divide, and to illustrate their common interest, the Minister of Education, Mr. Nyesom Wike, and the Anambra State Governor, Peter Obi, jointly performed the group-breaking ceremony of the federal government multi-million naira boy child, a special vocational school at Uga in Awata local government area of the state.
Education is a key to growth and socio-economic development, and this perhaps explains why Governor Peter Obi remains committed to providing the needed facilities and logistics that would enhance a conducive, functional and qualitative learning environment.
When we came on board, no school had lab, no school had library, no school had sick bay. Today, with what we are doing, means that last year we launched 10 billion education around within the past 6 months.
We are going to learn from him, and I said I will go back. The library which we have built for the junior secondary school in all the UG colleges, that we will replicate what we have done.
The next port of call was at Uga in Agwata local government area, where the groundbreaking ceremony of a multi-billion naira federal government boy-child special vocation center was performed.
Basic education is not within the purview of federal government. Basic education is within the purview of state government. So as part of supporting the state government, particularly those state government that we see that are committed in improving access and quality of education to our people, where the federal government decided through UBEC that what we did, like in our magic program, should replicate it in the southeast and the south-south.
The ceremony was concluded at the Women Development Center, Oka, where a check for 525 million naira was presented to the Ministry of Education for sports and sick bay facilities in all the public and mission secondary schools in the state.
Here in Anambra State, we are able to see a governor of the people. We are able to see a man that has selfless leader, a man who does not believe in personal aggrandizement, a man of honor who has transformed Anambra State. To me, I would not be surprised that he has transformed Anambra State, knowing his pedigree, and knowing that on 2 occasions he was kicked out of the government house, and on 2 occasions he returned. So he cherished the Anambra people, and he has performed well. We are able to see the network of roads in Anambra, not limited to the capital, because in some situations developments are limited to the capital. But here in Anambra State, development, particularly that of road network, is all over Anambra State, and that is highly commendable. Also, we are able to see the enormous resources that have been committed in the areas of education, health, and other very important sectors in the society. This deserves a lot of commendation, and the government has performed very well. The university, the secondary education, the primary education, we visited so many of these projects that I cannot begin to count, but my NUJ counterpart has said a lot of those projects that we taught. Your Excellency, I know that you are...
They only want to see physical impact for them to attestate that somebody has really worked. But here is Governor Alex Oti confirming that Peter Obi even came to him as a then CEO of a reputable bank and told him that he wanted to save this money and that he helped Peter Obi in achieving that. And Alex Oti went ahead to tell Nigerians that these savings that Peter Obi made, some of them are yet to yield. This was before the election. He told Nigerians that some of this money are yet to yield and is going to be of great benefit to the people of Anambra. So guys, these are some of the things that Nigerians keep talking about when it comes to Peter Obi. Sometimes you hear people say, oh, what did Peter Obi did? What did Peter Obi did? Peter Obi is a man that received multiple upon multiples of awards. And I tell you, even up to today, Peter Obi is still being praised for the way he managed Anambra, not just Anambra, but also the resources in Anambra. Nigerians, there is no point arguing on what Peter Obi did and what he didn't do for Anambra State. Take it or leave it. You have gotten enough information and enough, confirmation that Peter Obi is that passionate leader. His first focus is always on the people. It's not about building 10 flyovers. It's not about, building 100 flyovers like Wike did in Rivers State. Peter Obi went into the state and went directly, into education, into health, into constructing of roads, making sure the GDP of Anambra State grew and all that. Peter Obi touched the lives of people, and people knew that Anambra State changed under the leadership of Peter Obi. So guys, with this video, you can agree with me that Peter Obi is that man of the people. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.